Welcome to episode 20 of the 5-Minute Creative Podcast. I'm Patrick Smith, and it's September 19th, 2020. It's Saturday night. I'm in Southern California. It's beautiful outside, but I'm inside doing this podcast for you. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So you can tell how exciting my life is if it's a Saturday night about 10 o'clock and I'm recording a podcast. But in any event, one thing I wanted to mention before I got into what I really wanted to talk about before I hit record, I came across a headline that just made me chuckle, and I thought I'd share it. But Taco Bell has just released a wine, and it's called Jalapeno Noir, and that just made me laugh. It's just another creative brand thing that they've done, and they've done some very interesting things over the last few years. So this is just another one in that series. I don't have any idea about how well or what the wine tastes like, or how well it pairs with their tacos, but I'm sure it's fantastic. Hopefully, they're not selling wine at the Wrigleyville Taco Bell location, especially during Cubs season. That would be a disaster. Hopefully they're rolling it out somewhere else. But in any event, that'll be interesting to see a Taco Bell with wine in it. But in any event, what I really wanted to talk about with the presidential election on the horizon, I think it's only 6 weeks away, is about media buys. And just to give a sense of how much you're going to be seeing presidential campaigns in the next 6 weeks or so, if you think you see a lot of Geico commercials, and you probably do, you're going to see, if not as much or more, of Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So I'll just read a couple of lines here. So, presidential campaign update. Brace yourself for a $300 million fall on TV radio ad blitz. And this doesn't include Bloomberg's pledge to spend an additional $100 million in Florida alone to support Biden. So Florida is just going to get bombarded over the next 6 weeks. But just a couple more stats here. The Biden campaign has $115 million booked in TV and radio through Election Day. Trump has $125.3 million booked. But it doesn't end there, because there are these PACs. And the Biden PAC has $73.5 million, and the Trump campaign has $16.9 million. And who knows who else is in the back room, the dark, smoky room, writing checks, and Lord knows what else is happening back there, what else they're plotting. But that just gives you a sense of who's spending what. And I'm just going to read through the top 10 states where the spends are happening. And it's probably not a surprise. These are all battleground states as far as I know. But number 1, Florida. Number 2, Pennsylvania. Number 3, Michigan. Number 4, North Carolina. Number 5, Arizona. Number 6, Wisconsin, which is supposed to be the center of gravity for this presidential campaign. It's supposed to come down to like Michigan and Wisconsin, really. Number 7, Ohio, which has also been kind of the center of gravity for previous elections. I think going back to 2004, I think that was another big one where Ohio played a big role. Number 8, Minnesota. Number 9, New Hampshire, and number 10, Nevada. And after that, it just starts to get a lot smaller spends. But those are the top 10 states. But by comparison, in the insurance category, like I mentioned, Geico leads home insurance TV advertising basically in a quarter between November 2019 through January 2020 of this year. Geico spent $55 million. Progressive spent $23 million. $16 million for State Farm. And after that, it starts to kind of trail off to the Liberty Mutuals of the world, all states of the world. But even those top 5, you see those commercials all the time. So you're going to be seeing a lot of political commercials, and I'm sure plenty of negative ads, which is they're always exciting to watch and put everybody in a good mood. But kind of a caveat or kind of another side note, I guess, to the insurance category. I'll just read another chart headline here. Top homeowners insurance advertisers by PPC search clicks. So Geico's made a big bet on television, but Progressive spends about half as much as they do, but they also spend a lot in PPC. So they lead the PPC category with basically 16% of desktop click share and 10% of mobile. So it's interesting to see Geico very heavy in the broadcast, and they only come in at 6% of PPC, but Progressive is a little bit more balanced approach, which is just interesting just to see these two brands, the contrast in their spends. So if you like political ads, you're going to be seeing a lot of them. I hope you enjoy them as much as you enjoyed this podcast. And that's going to be it for this episode, and we'll be back soon. Thank you.